Hello and welcome to Mass Effect 1 Episode 4. Last time we just managed to save Liara from that planet. Which reminds me, I think she said to come talk to her after the previous conversation, so that's probably what we're gonna do first. Sure she has something to say. Maybe about Benezia? Hey there, Chakras. However you pronounce it. Hey there.
Commander, are you coming to check up on me?
You look
Sure.
much better. How are you feeling?
Dr. Chakwas assures me I am going to be fine. I was impressed with her knowledge of Asari physiology.
You're in good hands. Dr. Chakwas knows what she's doing.
I never properly thanked you for saving me from the Geth, Commander. If you hadn't shown up,
Don't worry about
I'm
it.
just glad we got there in time.
so am I. I know you took a chance bringing me aboard this ship. I have seen the way your crew looks at me. They do not trust me. But I am not like Benezia. I will do whatever I can to help you stop Saren. I promise.
I know.
Don't
Played
worry
this game
about it.
before.
I trust you. I know you won't let me down.
It means a lot to hear you say that, Commander. Thank you.
Yeah, that's something
Tell me
I
about
wanted
yourself,
to ask
Liara.
you. Who stole your sense of humor?
I am afraid I am not very interesting, Commander. I spend most of my time on remote digs, unearthing mundane items buried in long-forgotten Prothean ruins.
It's a bit too forward. Again, maybe that's not what it is. There are a lot of ways you could read that sentence, that's all I'm saying.
Sounds dangerous. And lonely.
I have a feeling she doesn't mind
Sometimes
loneliness.
I would run afoul
Or
of indigenous
rather,
life
she doesn't
forms or
get
stumble
lonely.
across a small band of mercenaries or privateers, but I was always careful. Until the Geth followed me to Artemis Tau, I never found myself in any situation my biotics could not handle. As for the solitude, well,
Okay.
that is one aspect that most appealed to me. Sometimes I just need to get away from other people.
You don't like other people?
I suppose it comes from
probably
being a
not quite
matriarch's
like that.
daughter. People expected me to follow in Benezia's footsteps. They wanted me to become a leader of our people. Matriarchs guide their followers into the future. They seek the truth of what is yet to come. Maybe that's why I became so interested in the secrets of the past. It sounds so foolish when I say it out loud. It sounds like I became an archaeologist simply to spite Benezia.
Nah, I get what you mean.
All children rebel against their parents. It's a natural part of growing up.
Aha, you share the wisdom of the matriarch, Shepard.
Getting some
That is
distance.
exactly what Benezia said when I told her of my decision. But there was more to it than that. I felt drawn to the past. The Protheans were these wondrous, mysterious figures. I wanted to know everything about them. That is why I find you so fascinating. You were marked by the beacon on Eden Prime. You were touched by working Prothean technology.
Fascinating, am I?
Sounds like you want to dissect me in a lab somewhere.
What? No, I did not mean to insinuate. I never meant to offend you, Shepard. I only meant that you would be an interesting specimen for an in-depth study. No, that's even worse.
Calm down, Liara. I was only joking.
Joking? Oh, by the goddess, how could I be so dense? You must think I am a complete and utter fool. Now you know why I prefer to spend my time in the field with data disks and computers. I always seem to say something embarrassing around other people. Please, just pretend this conversation never happened.
Nah, I get it. Social cues isn't exactly your strong suit.
Do you know why Benezia joined up with Saren?
I don't understand it. She was always outspoken about the need for the Asari to become more involved in shaping galactic events.
Well, I
Maybe
guess she did
thought
that.
Aligning herself with Saren would somehow be for the greater good in the long run. At least I hope so.
This hurts you, doesn't it?
None of this makes any sense to me. I have not spoken to Benezia in many years, but I know her, and this was not like her. Something changed.
I'd like to know more about the Asari.
We were the first species to discover the Citadel. We were instrumental in forming the Council, and we always strive to be the voice of peaceful cooperation in galactic disputes. My people believe we are all part of a single galactic community. Each species contributes something to the greater whole. Although we seek to understand other species, it seems few of them seek to understand us. The galaxy is filled with rumors and misinformation about my people.
Yeah, so put it in a classical fantasy context. The Asari are essentially the elves of Mass Effect. They're more technologically advanced, they're long-lived, they're very intelligent, so on. So yeah, space elves.
Like what?
Most of the inaccuracies are centered around our mating rituals. My species is monogendered. Male and female have no real meaning for us. We still require a partner to reproduce. This second parent, however, may be of any species and any gender.
I don't understand. Your species can mate with anyone?
Mating is not quite the proper term, not as you understand it. Physical contact may or may not be involved, but it is not an essential element of the union. The true connection is mental. Our physiology allows us to meld with other beings. We can touch the very depths of their minds. We explore the genetic memory of their species. We share the most basic elements of their individual and racial identities. We then pass these traits on to our daughters. It is how we learn to grow as a species and how we develop a greater understanding of other races.
Yeah, I understand it kind of like they're racially a blank slate, and then whoever they meld with, they kind of fill in the blanks. That's how it works.
What happens to your partner after the union?
Every relationship is different. Some unions are a single encounter with both parents parting ways afterwards. Others can be more long-term. Sometimes an Asari and her partner will stay together for many decades.
I'm not sure if other's the right term, but who is the other one?
Do you know who Matriarch Benezia chose as her partner?
She rarely spoke of her partner. Though I know my father, if you want to use that term, was another Asari.
What?
I thought you always needed another species to serve as one of the parents.
Oh,
Think
no.
about it, Shepard.
Obviously
If we were
not.
not able to mate with our own species, we would have died out long before we ever mastered spaceflight and left our homeworld.
Yeah,
Union
exactly.
with our own kind is no longer common, not for the purposes of reproduction. Most Asari believe it weakens our species. Asari daughters inherit racial traits from the father species. If both parents are Asari, then nothing has been gained, or so conventional wisdom would hold. I am what is sometimes called a pureblood. Though no Asari would ever be cruel enough to say the word to my face, it is a great insult among my people. It is possible Benezia's partner was embarrassed by their union. She may have been too ashamed to publicly acknowledge me as her offspring.
What?
Maybe she wanted to meet you but couldn't. Something could have happened to her. Maybe she passed away.
You might be right. I hope you are. But I have no way to know for sure. Benezia never spoke of her partner. Whatever happened, it caused her too much pain to dwell on it. She raised me by herself, though that is not uncommon. Many Asari raise their children alone, particularly if the father species is short-lived. Often the partner will pass on long before the child reaches maturity.
That kind of makes sense. We'll say though, I think a lot of parents run off, not necessarily because they don't want their child or they're ashamed of them, but because they think they're ashamed of themselves, and so they think that the child would be better off not having a parent. But the fact is that that parent leaving has a lot of negative influences in itself.
Do you know
So
who
usually
Matriarch
it has
Benezia
to be
chose as her
pretty
partner?
bad for that to be preferable.
She rarely spoke of her partner.
For the child
Though
anyway.
I know my father, if you want to use that term, was another Asari.
Oh, we just had this conversation, didn't we? Yeah.
It is possible Benezia's partner would.
Yep.
Many Asari raise their children alone, particularly if the father species
This is the one we-
You Asari lived for 1,000 years. What happens when your partner dies?
Few sapient species live as long as my kind. We have learned to take a philosophical approach to our unions. We do not focus on the inevitable loss of our partners. Instead, we enjoy the time we spend with them. And even after they're gone, a part of them lives on in us. The union is a connection that transcends both time and space.
It's a good way to look at it.
I should go.
Goodbye, Shepard.
Anything in here? Nope. Okay, so I think I have a bunch of space missions I need to do. Oh. But first... I might as well talk to Caden now that we're here. He's got anything to say to this.
Anything you need, Commander?
Just trying to get a sense of where the crew's at. Thoughts?
Is this an official evaluation, Commander? Or off the record?
Speak your mind.
Alenko,
Talk
when it's
plainly.
just you and me, you can consider it off the record.
That's a generous attitude. Okay. I think there's something wrong with all this. This Saren is looking for records on some kind of galactic extinction, but we can't get backup from the Council? Sorry, Commander. There's writing on the wall here, but someone isn't reading it.
To be fair, the council could just be morons. That is a very likely
The Council
option.
doesn't want to believe anything's wrong. I'd call it human nature, but...
I hear you. It just seems like a group that's been around as long as the Council should see this coming.
Yep.
Sorry if I got too informal. Protocol wasn't a big focus back in Bot.
Tell me about it.
Biotic acclimation and temperance didn't last past the airlock. To the kids they hauled in, it was brain camp. Sorry, hauled in is unkind. We were encouraged to commit to an evaluation of our abilities so an understanding of biotics could be compiled. There are worse results of accidental exposure to element 0 in the womb. Beats the brain tumors some kids grew up with.
Is there some question about how you were exposed?
My mother was downwind of a transport crash. It was before there were human biotics, a little after the discovery of the Martian ruins. It only gets iffy around 63 when Kinetics was running out of first-gen subjects. Until then, they'd relied on accidentals. A bunch of guys in suits show up at your door after school, and next thing you know, you're out on Jump Zero.
Jump Zero is Gagarin Station, right? What's it like?
Yeah, that's the official name. Biggest and farthest facility we had for decades. Right on the termination shock, the outer edge of the solar system. It's where they did all the Goose Chase FTL research before we caught on to using mass effect fields. It was a sterile research platform when I was there.
You know of any intentional exposures for certain?
No one knows. Doesn't mean they didn't happen. As big as the exposures were, it was hard to track down accidentals. It was different then. No one knew the potential, so there wasn't a lot of regulation. Anything Kinetics did was gold. I'm not saying they intentionally detonated drives over our outposts, but in retrospect, they were damn quick on the scene.
Jump Zero is a long way from home. What was it like?
The grand gateway to humanity looks a lot better in the vids. But that's my own baggage, Commander. No bearing on this.
I mean, like I said, speak plainly.
Alenko, there's no regulation that says you can't be friends with your commander.
I appreciate that, Commander. I just don't want you to think that I'm a whiner. Besides, I've got my past squared away.
That's fine. Haven't been in here yet. I think this is the captain's quarters. Okay. Not that interesting. Oh, right. This only goes down. I forgot. Because in the other games, you actually needed to go between all floors, as far as I remember.
So, we've got Saren on the run.
Yeah, what about
It
it?
won't be long now. Saren's good, but I'm better.
Good. He's rotten. To the core. I could tell as soon as I met him.
And when did you meet him?
Why didn't you tell me this sooner?
I would've if I thought it was important.
I mean, yeah, that's fair.
I think I'd like to hear about it just the same.
This was a while ago. A bunch of mercs were bragging about a job out near the edges of the Terminus systems.
Terminus system.
They said it paid well and the boss was never around to ride them. They said he was looking for more men, too. so I checked it out.
I didn't know Saren was openly recruiting mercs.
It wasn't that open, and he only showed his face once. We'd been raiding ships in the area for months when we took out this massive cargo freighter. Our biggest haul yet. I was on board checking bodies for valuables, looking for some extra credits. That's when I saw him.
What did Saren want with the ship?
I don't know what he wanted. He was just moving through the ship, watching. A couple of the mercs called him by name, but he never spoke to them. Never spoke to anyone. I had a really bad feeling about him, so I got the hell out. Didn't even wait to get paid.
Is this the same situation that Captain Anderson was talking about?
Whose ship was it?
There was a Volus trading vessel. Big one. Lots of guards. But they were no match for us.
What kind of cargo was the freighter carrying? What was Saren after?
I don't know. All I saw on that ship was food and medical supplies. There were some basic weapons, but nothing big. If there was anything of value on that ship, I didn't see it. That's why I didn't mention it sooner.
Okay.
That's the only time you saw him?
Yeah. Didn't even know who he was. Still wouldn't if I hadn't joined up with you. But my instincts were right.
Things went
Every
south.
other merc on that mission turned up dead within a week. Every damn one.
How did we get here from what we were just talking about?
Are your people really dying?
We're sure not getting any stronger. We're too spread out. None of us are interested in staying in our own system.
Lots of species have left their homes and prospered.
But they go to colonize new worlds. We're not settlers. We're warriors. So we leave. Hire ourselves out. And most of us never
I mean,
go
yeah, I
back.
guess it's kind of hard to colonize if you can't really procreate.
What can you tell me about the genophage?
Ask the Solarians if you want details. They made it. All I know, it makes breeding nearly impossible.
I think we already talked about this.
Thousands die in stillbirth, and most never get that far. Every Krogan is infected. Every one. And no one's rushing to find a cure.
So long, Rex.
Shepard.
Okay, then, yeah, it should be fine for now. Beam me up. If we can find a mission somewhere. Like I said, there's still Pharaohs and Noveria, but I think usually, at least I do those pretty late game. Otherwise, it's just gonna be a bunch of side missions for half the game. It's not journal. Let's have a look at the assignment. Range transmission. Find the Hawking Ida cluster and investigate. Okay. Oh boy, Voyager, Hades, Armstrong, Kepler, Gemini, Argos. There. God damn. Yeah, I'm guessing it's the one system I can go to.
Message coming in, Commander. Big surprise, the Alliance needs you again.
Shepard, this is Admiral Hackett with Alliance Command. We've got a mission for you. An Alliance officer named Major Kyle has set up a small compound in the Hawking Ida cluster. He's attracted a number of followers,
Major Kyle.
mostly biotics. He's become an outspoken critic of the Alliance, and we believe he's mentally unstable. This could be trouble, Shepard.
Okay.
I'll look into it.
3 days ago, we sent 2 Alliance representatives to meet with him at his compound. They've disappeared. We believe Kyle and his followers killed them.
That's a fair assumption.
That compound is a cult, Shepard. They call him Father Kyle now. He set himself up as some kind of religious leader.
Father Kyle? Okay, who is he?
What else can you tell me about Major Kyle?
He used to be a model soldier, but something happened to him at Torfin. Too many Alliance soldiers died under his command. Couldn't cope with the guilt. His psych evaluations showed he couldn't handle the stress of command anymore. He was given an honorable discharge in early retirement. We'd hoped he would get better in time, but we underestimated how far gone he was. Now it looks like it's too late.
What were those Alliance representatives going to talk to Major Kyle about?
They wanted to bring him back to an Alliance facility for treatment. Major Kyle served us faithfully for many years. We weren't going to abandon him. Given his state of mind, however, he probably saw them as a threat. We're almost certain he had his followers killed him.
You said his followers were biotics?
Yes. Major Kyle never showed any biotic tendencies himself, though. I think he's just latched onto a group he identifies with. Many biotics feel marginalized or ostracized by society. Kyle probably sees them as victims who need his protection, and they see him as someone who will fight for them. Unfortunately, he's convinced them that the Alliance is somehow responsible for all their problems. We can't let him go on like this.
Yeah, let's see if we can't talk to him. If not, then...
I might be able to end this without violence.
That may not be possible, Commander. We don't want a bloodbath, but Kyle is dangerous. I'll trust you to use your judgment. Hack it out.
All right. What was that? Oh. Oh, yeah, I forgot about these surveying planets. Maybe where I'm going now. And just checking this one too. Okay. Guess this is the planet then. Hold on. Maybe Hayden, because he's a biotic too. And Garrus. Yeah, that's not happening. Okay. Fair enough. Here we go. Okay, there's something over there. Doesn't show up on the map. Okay. Oh boy, I think I know what this is. Yep. Okay. It's literally right behind me. Are you kidding? Something just happened to my audio. Okay, I think we're good. Just not gonna waste my time with it. Should be just up there. I think I see a sort of road here. Not all planets are gonna be like this, trust me. What's this? Nope. Okay, there we go. Let's remember how you exited. Let's just do manual. 4. Okay. Hold down. Recoil dampener. Yeah, okay. Don't think there's anything in there. Anomaly. Okay, so this isn't even the thing I was going towards. The hell? Okay, let us just consult the map again. Kinda looks like multiple anomalies. I think getting down there may be ugly. Oh. Man, I hope everything's buckled down. Okay, I think we're good. Come on. Okay. What's this? The front of the rover's crumbled in from impact. Planes inside tells you that the occupants, probably a team of illegal wildcat miners, are dead. Debris is still sliding down the furrows left by its tires, silent in the near vacuum atmosphere. Okay. Let's go over here. It's gotta be down in that valley, right? I think I see something down there. Oh boy. Yep, I see something.
Redeploying.
Oh, come on. Ah, that's annoying.
Yes, sir.
Okay, then. Biotic compound, that sounds promising. And it looks promising too. this. Oh, got some minerals over there. I guess I can do that afterwards. Question is where do I need to go in first? There's that one over there, and then there's this one. One's definitely
This is a private sanctuary. Outsiders are not welcome here.
I have permission.
I need to talk to the man in charge. It's important.
Father Kyle wants nothing more to do with the Alliance.
Damn, I was sure it's gonna work.
I want this to end peacefully. If he doesn't see me, people could get hurt.
We won't let you take Father Kyle away. He protects us. We need him.
The Alliance wants someone to pay for those murders. Let me speak to Major Kyle, and maybe I can find some way to help you all get out of this alive.
Wait. Father Kyle will speak with you. Head to the building at the far end of the compound. He'll meet you there.
So I can go in here. Why do you ask? Well, that's simple. Because loot. Pretty sure that if I chose the wrong option here, I'd have to kill everyone. Or unless that's what I wanted to do, of course. In that case, I guess it wouldn't technically be the wrong option. First aid interface. Malfunctioning something. How about upstairs? Oh, stamina. Hey there.
Those other men from the Alliance tried to kill Father Kyle.
Did they? Is that true? Is that just what he told you? Father Kyle.
If you try to take Father Kyle, biotics can feel safe here.
Obviously implying that they don't feel safe pretty much everywhere else, I suppose.
Father Kyle says other humans are scared of us because they know we're better than them.
That's probably true in some way. Alright, let's... Oh, come... Yeah, the controls with this thing is... They're very, Let's just say I wouldn't have done it this way. That's the short version. Gold. Okay.
On my way.
Okay then, let's go talk to Father Kyle.
Those other men from the Alliance tried to kill Father Kyle.
Okay. Don't really see anything in here. Oh, but I do here. Come on. Banshee, Shuriken. Okay, let's just have a look. 3, 4, 3, 2. Okay. Yeah, let's check in here first. Yep. Malfunctioning object. Okay. And now we can go talk to Father Kyle.
I am Major Kyle. I know why you've come. We have no quarrel with you.
I thought you went by
Why
Father
can't you
now.
just leave us alone?
Yep, that's probably a good place to start.
What happened to those
them?
other Alliance officers? The ones who came before me?
They wanted to take me away from here. They wanted me to abandon this place, turn my back on my family. They spoke blasphemy. I did what I could to make their end quick and painless. I had no other choice. It was necessary to protect my children. Only I can keep them safe.
Not safe this way. The Alliance are debating if they should storm this place.
The Alliance sent me to bring you in, Major. Can't you see this has gotten out of hand? Don't you understand you're endangering your followers?
I respect that you have come under a banner of peace, but I cannot do as you ask. If you take away their father, my children will be helpless.
You ordered your followers to kill those Alliance investigators. You must face the consequences of your actions. Do you really want your children to suffer for your sins too?
No, this was my fault. My children are innocent, pure. Please, I never meant for this to happen. I'm sorry.
You're doing the right thing, Major. Your children will be better off for it. Come on.
Wait, if my children see you taking me away, they won't understand. They will attack and you will be forced to kill them all. You have shown me the error of my ways, Commander. Now you must give me time to explain it to them. It is the only way they will understand. Please, give me 1 hour. After that, I will meet the Alliance authorities at the gates of my compound and surrender without violence. I give you my word.
I mean, that sounds fair. If this is the best way to end it without violence.
I'm going to trust you. If you betray that
Can always
trust,
come
you
back.
and all your children will suffer.
I will not betray you, Commander. Thank you for this.
Joker can have the 5th Fleet pick Major Kyle up. I just hope you know what you're doing, Commander.
Sounds good. Honestly thought Caden would have a bit more to say about this entire biotic compound. Because it kinda sounds like he shares some of their... He has sympathy for their perspective, that's probably the best way to put it. Shares some of their concerns. Although I don't quite think he's this far gone. Obviously. Just a bit conflicted is all it sounds like. Okay, let's return to the Normandy.
Message coming in. Patching it through.
Admiral Hackett here, Commander. Your helmsman just forwarded your report on Major Kyle. We sent in a team as you instructed. Kyle's followers have disbanded, and the Major surrendered to us without incident. We'll make sure he gets the help he needs.
That's good.
To be honest, Shepard, I thought this thing was going to end in a bloodbath. I don't know how you did it, but you saved a lot of lives. Congratulations.
That's what I do. Okay, zoom out. I suppose we could get started on Pharaohs. Hercules. Let's go. Oh.
Message coming in. Patching it through.
What you got for me?
Commander Shepard, my name is Nasana Dantius. I have a job for you. I can't say any more in an unsecured communication. If you're interested in hearing my offer, meet me on the Citadel so we can talk in person. I'll be waiting in the Diplomat's Lounge on the Presidium.
Why couldn't you have told me that before I traveled? I'm guessing, seeing as we get that message now, it might be relevant to the planet we're going to. let's start by going to the Citadel first. Doctor, I think I know the one. And where to find her. I think she's in that lounge, same as the guy who was keeping the body for tests. Come on. Why do you do this to me? Yeah, sure, let's do this.
Equalizing interior pressure with exterior atmosphere.
Oh, right, I forgot about that mod.
Logged. The commanding officer is ashore. Exo Presley has the deck.
Hello?
Rear Admiral Mihailovic, 5th Fleet.
Commander Shepard, SSV Normandy.
How can I help you?
You don't know who I am, do you, Commander?
Nope.
I command
No
the
idea.
63rd Scout Flotilla. You and the Normandy were slated for my unit after shakedown. And the Council got their paws, claws, tentacles, whatever. They got them on our ship and you.
Okay.
I still serve the Alliance, sir. As a Spectre, I can advance our interests to the Council.
You still know what color your blood is, Shepard? I don't begrudge the politician's decision to throw you to the Council. It's an opportunity. I do begrudge this over-designed piece of tin, though.
Okay. Care to elaborate?
You don't approve of the Normandy's design?
This experiment diverted billions from our appropriations bills. For the same price, we could have had a heavy cruiser. But no, we had to make nice to the Turians, throw money at a co-developed boondoggle. I'm here to make an inspection, Commander. Normandy is an Alliance warship. I intend to see she's up to snuff.
I mean, yeah, a truck is more expensive than a hammer, but they don't really do the same things, do they? A ship's not just a ship. The Normandy can do shit that the heavy cruisers can't.
We'd be honored to show her to you, Admiral.
I'll just bet. Wait here. I won't be long. Commander, I'm not happy.
I bet.
Sounds like a fairly common situation.
Commander, I suggest you secure your mouth. It's going to get you in trouble. Who designed that CIC? Putting the commander aft of everyone else is
pretty sure it's a Turian design.
What if he needs to discuss with the operators toward the bow?
Modified Turian style. They prefer commanders looking over their subordinates rather than in the middle of them. We wanted to see how effectively they can command with that setup.
Reasonable goal, but they should have studied that in a lab rather than on a frontline warship.
Nope.
I had to shake my head.
Absolutely not.
Of yours,
Might be a good place to start, but a field test is never, a lab test is never going to be as reliable as a field test. That's just not going to happen.
1,000 fighters with that money? What good is it to hide for a few hours anyway? Useless.
How did you become a rear admiral and have this poor sense of strategy? I don't get it.
We can loiter in an enemy system and monitor traffic, or drop infiltration teams on enemy worlds. Normandy can be more effective than the Solarian STG.
Maybe. But that's not the job of a proper warship. We're supposed to find and kill the enemy fleet, not count how many times their garrison goes to the bathroom.
Yeah, that's fine, but people with longer titles than you decided otherwise, okay?
Krogan? Asari? Turians? What are you thinking, Commander? You can't allow alien nationals free access to Alliance equipment.
The fuck? They're helping.
Between Saren and the Geth, we have enough enemies out here. Treating other species with suspicion and distrust won't win hearts and minds.
That assumes the hearts and minds are worth winning. That hasn't been proven yet. You have anything else to say, Commander? Any other justifications for the state of this vessel?
Oh, come on. Do I just need to have a crazy amount of charm to do this? this early in the game too?
None, sir.
Very well. I don't agree with any of this, but your reasons seem sound. I'll be submitting a report to the Joint Military Council. It will not be as negative as I'd planned. Good hunting, Commander Shepard. Make us proud.
Thanks. See how long that lasts.
Alliance officials have raided a dangerous cult controlled by a former Alliance officer, Major Kyle.
Man,
Major Kyle surrendered and is now being treated for severe post-traumatic stress disorder.
Sounds about right. Man, those must have been some kick-asses who took down Kyle, huh? Oh, to be fair, I guess we didn't even fire a single shot. Oh no. Oh no. Oh my god, this is gonna be probably the most important decision in any Mass Effect playthrough. But here we go.
Commander Shep, Khalees had been seen in Al-Jalani, Westerland News. Would you answer a few questions for our viewers?
Sure.
What do you want to know?
You've been given a unique position to represent our race. People want to get a sense of how you'll do that. Humans have been trying to get the respect of the galactic community for 26 years. With that in mind, what are your feelings on being the first human Spectre?
Politically speaking, this is the council extending a hand, an olive branch, whatever you want to call it, and therefore I kind of have to say I appreciate, but I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna do what I'm gonna do, whatever my designation is.
Spectres represent the best of every species in the galaxy. To be asked to join them is an honor.
Some have said your appointment is the Citadel throwing humans a bone. Have you encountered
I'd
any
never say
situations
that.
where the Citadel asked you to place its needs before the needs of Earth?
It's kind of what it takes to make allies sometimes. I mean, you have to take care of yourself too, but you also have to be there when your allies need you, otherwise you're always going to be on your own. It's just not that simple.
The Council is concerned with the needs of the whole galactic community. We're part of that community now. Our needs are on their agenda, but we're one of many.
Yes, exactly.
You really do believe that, don't you? You've been given command of an advanced human warship for your missions. Is there anything you'd like to say about it?
Actually, the Normandy was co-developed by human and Turian engineers. Its design incorporates many innovations, all of which are classified, I'm afraid.
So the Turians have knowledge of the Normandy that is being kept secret from the Alliance public? Do you think it was appropriate to hand Earth's most advanced warship over to the Citadel?
No, the Turians shared their knowledge so we could improve on our ships. What?
I wasn't aware it had been handed over to anyone. I'm in command, and last I checked, I'm human. Same goes for my crew.
Human, yes, but you do work for the Citadel now, Commander. One last question, Commander. Rumors back home say you're tracking a rogue Spectre named Saren. Do you have any comment on that?
Ongoing investigation. Sorry.
Hold on. It's pretty clear you have an agenda here. I'm not going to be part of it. Excuse me.
You can't just walk away, Commander. The public has a right to know. Isn't it true you're just a shill for the Council?
Okay, maybe it's not here then. Hold on a minute. Okay, where was I going? You standing on? Okay, yeah, this is the one I came out of. So this. Actually, this is gotta be more certain because I'm not sure about the elevators. No, no. Damn it! I double pressed. Obsidian. There we go. Because I also pressed spacebar to skip, but then I pressed it too many times, so then I skip to just wherever my mouse is at. Yep, does seem to be this way. Should be the Asari in here. Nasana, that tracks.
Commander Shepard, I am Nasana Dantius. I see you got my message.
It sounded like you needed some help.
I do. My sister Dahlia is a crewman on the cargo vessel operating out beyond the fringes of the Traverse. Her ship was attacked by privateers. There were no reported survivors.
I'm sorry for your loss.
This is where it gets complicated. Last week, I received a message with her voice on it. Dahlia is alive. The rest of the crew was killed, but she was taken prisoner. The slavers demanded a huge ransom from me in exchange for returning her unharmed.
Why didn't the raiders kill Dahlia along with everyone else?
My sister probably told them who she was. My family's very wealthy, Shepard. They must have realized she was worth more to them alive.
And I'm guessing you're using me as a discount.
Do you want me to deliver the ransom?
I've already transferred the funds to the account they specified. Only they never released her. They haven't contacted me since. I've made a terrible mistake, Shepard. I'm a diplomatic emissary. By law, I'm required to report any attempted extortion to CSEC immediately. But I was afraid for Dahlia, so I just paid the ransom. Now she's still missing. And if anyone finds out what I did, I could end up in jail.
Really?
You want me to find her and bring her back?
You only need to bring her back. I've already found her for you. I tracked the ransom payment through several accounts. Eventually, it led to a small mercenary band operating out of the Artemis Tau cluster. I need you to go to the Merc base, take them out, and bring my sister back. You shall be well rewarded.
Okay.
Don't worry. I'll bring your sister back.
Thank you, Shepard. I knew you were the right man for the job. Come back and see me when the job is done.
I'll believe that you chose to pay the ransoms for your sister, not because I do, but because I choose to. But I'm skeptical. Okay. This sending me kind of sounds like the discount solution. If you really paid, why wouldn't they just release her? If they chose to post a ransom anyway. CSEC, that's... Yep. Did she say Artemis Tau? She did,
With all
didn't
this
she?
exploration of Prothean culture, this must be like a survey for you, Liara.
Our travels now are somewhat different from my normal excavations. I would prefer lengthier studies and fewer explosions.
The
You
loss
joined
of
the
all this
wrong crew.
Prothean technology is just one more thing Saren will have to pay for.
So Artemis Tau, is that... Is that near Pharos or is it somewhere else
Stand by,
completely?
shore party. Decontamination in... Logged. The commanding officer is aboard. XO Presley stands relieved.
Message coming in. Patching it through.
Oh boy.
Commander, Ms. Al-Jalani's story on you just aired.
Yeah.
I don't blame you for walking out on her.
It's not even white. Oh my god. Okay. Well, screw it. Yeah.
I don't have the patience to deal with tabloid gadflies who think they're great journalists.
Agreed. Most people would be tempted to punch her, but you did the right thing. You walked away. Just wanted to let you know what the response was back home. I won't keep you any longer. Fifth Fleet out.
If you've played Mass Effect before, you know why that comment's funny. So, the most important decision of a Mass Effect playthrough of all three games, as any person familiar with the games know, is whether or not to punch her. Nothing else matters. It doesn't matter if the Reapers win. Nothing matters. What really matters is whether you punch her. Anakin Beta. Okay, Hawking, Kepler, Armstrong, Voyager, Hades, Gemini, Argos, Horsehead. Jesus Christ. Oh no. Aren't gonna be this. Oh boy. Okay, Sparta, Macedon, Athens. Remember. Guess we're just gonna try and see if we can't find her. Maybe if I check the journal, it'll specify where she is. Yep. Get out. Asari diplomacy. Find out. Okay. Yep, there we go. It's set. Which planet? Probably that one. Survey. And... nope. Okay, let's get our boots on the ground. Let's, yeah. Let's do the A-team. Three anomaly. Let's just go there. Never know what the debris is going to be hiding, but I assume that it's going to be by the huge exclamation mark where I'm supposed to go. Would it just be so much easier to save hostages if there's always just a huge exclamation mark? Oh boy. It's fine. Okay, there. Are you... Why are you doing this to me? Okay. Maybe... Nope. Oh my gosh. Pressing all the wrong buttons right now. Okay, let's go check that out first, then we can go save her. Okay, I see hostiles on the map. Yeah, let's just go there. That is a lot of them though. Oh boy. Ow. Oh. Where are you? There. Okay, people, guns out. maybe I should check their equipment. Because they've got terrible weapons. Yep. It's a start. Haven't done any grateful Liara. Nope. Yep, let's do a bit of that. Singularity, yes please. Let's get a lot of that. Barrier, sure. Stasis. Let's get Garrus some armor. Some assault training. There we go. Wait, oh, it's myself. God damn it. What? What the hell? Okay, everything was just unresponsive for a moment.
Go, go, go!
Okay, what's happening? What's happening? What the hell? Okay, it's when I press tab. Okay, I'm fat fingering. Got it. It's tab. That does it. Maybe get some shield first. There we go. Get some cover. I see you. Oh, come on.
Go, go!
One more.
Now is not the time.
What? Oh. Because I press spacebar to talk to her. Out. I think that's all of them.
Clear.
It's just a huge explosive tank. Heavy Krogan armor. Okay. More heavy Krogan armor. Okay. More Krogan armor and one piece of human armor. There gonna be any more when I go up the stairs. Doesn't look like it. Just have a look. Nothing here. Good. Important ambassador on Citadel. Our sisters. . That's not quite the story I got. No, damn it. Okay. Easy. Okay, just want to go back outside and then check that anomaly on the map. Maybe it's not that important. Who cares? Got what we came for. Guess we're going back to the Citadel then? Yep. Here to land. Come on, sprint. I jogged like 10 meters, come on. Let's just do this. Yep. I'm actually wondering, what level am I anyway?
Equalizing interior pressure with exterior atmosphere.
Don't do that.
Logged. The commanding officer is ashore. Exo Presley has the deck.
And why isn't there just a quick travel thing up here? Who knows?
Reporter Kalisa Al-Jilani recently attempted to land an interview with Commander Shepard, the first human Spectre. Unfortunately, Shepard refused to answer questions, raising concerns regarding the Spectre's commitment to humanity. We'll have exclusive footage later today.
I don't think that's an accurate assessment. There were just certain things. I just didn't want to comment on an ongoing investigation. What are you talking about? That's fairly common practice. Okay, Presidium embassies. That's where we're going. There it is. Hey there. I found some interesting evidence, so you better have one hell of a story for me.
Yes, Shepard? Did you find my sister?
Dahlia's dead. I killed her myself. If you don't want to end up like her, start talking.
No need to raise your voice, Commander. Surely you can understand why I lied to you. If people found out my sister was a criminal, I'd be considered a security risk. They'd revoke my clearance, or place me on administrative leave until she was
And
apprehended.
if they found out you'd effectively placed a hit
I could not risk you exposing
on your
me.
sister?
But now that Dahlia is out of the picture, it's no longer a problem.
I would have helped if you just told me the truth.
Perhaps you're right. I am sorry. We have trust issues in my family.
Obviously.
I shall transfer a little something into your account as a token of my appreciation. I'm sure you'll find the amount satisfactory.
I'm a Spectre, not some merc for hire. I can find credits anywhere.
True, but I'm the only one who can authorize you to purchase prototype Asari mods. I will get you added to our manufacturer's preferred client list. I think you'd be very interested in what they have available.
Goodbye, Shepard. It has been a pleasure doing business with you.
Speaking of level. Oh my god. Okay, 19. Got it. Could be useful. Yeah, bigger shield would be nice. Bigger is always better. And Garrus. Okay then. Guess we're going back to the ship. And now we're about to get to Pharaohs. That whole little side jump here. After that, I don't know. I think Pharaohs takes a little while. Probably a couple of hours. Don't quite remember where the location. CSEC. Yeah, it has to be this one.
In a further development in the Eden Prime investigation, the Council has reportedly revoked the Spectre status of one of its operatives. While the unnamed operative has not yet been apprehended, a Council spokesman confirmed that corrective actions had been taken.
Damn right. It's my middle name.
Stand by, shore party. Decontamination in Logged. The commanding officer is aboard. XO Presley stands relieved.
Okay then, Pharaohs we go. Once I zoomed out 50 times. There. Yep. Go. Actually, where we sat down, I think this is actually a pretty good place to end the episode. Then have a fresh start for Pharaohs next episode. So, if you enjoyed, like, subscribe, whatever else YouTube wants you to do, and as always, take care.